All right, we got some thumbs up here. Welcome, Not Your Average Joe, to my left. To his right, we've got Hammer Time, Henry Huseman, and this is Candle Genius, and we are live from South Winneshiek High School in beautiful Kalmar, Iowa. They're getting ready here to announce our starters. I believe we're 4 minutes and 30 seconds away. Things sounding good, Joe? Joe's doing a little sound check of
probably a little too loud. Sorry about that. You got a little feedback maybe in your ears. But, yeah, what a beautiful facility. What a beautiful night here in South Winn. Your 2-0 Saints take on the 1-1 South Winn Warriors. National anthem time. Nice job by the South Winn Band as they get us kicked off here with the national anthem. Here in Kalmar, St. Ansgar versus South Winn. This is a District 3 matchup. The Saints come in 1-0 in district play. The Warriors are 0-1 after dropping a tough one, 18-14 at North Butler. This is their first home game of the season.
You're kidding me.
Here tonight. So
I need to do my homework.
They are 1-1. They beat Sumner Fredericksburg in week 1, which is a Class 1A team. They beat them by a couple of touchdowns in week 1. Drop a tough one to North Butler last week. Sounds like, and looking at the stats and talking to players and watching some of that game, they dominated that game every place except for the scoreboard. They allowed an 80-yard touchdown play and a kick return for a touchdown. Wow. So 2 of the 3 scores for North Butler were big plays. And we know what happens when that happens, right? Big plays. And South Winn kind of had a little touch of what we had last week. Just too many penalties. I think they had 5 holding penalties. One of them called a touchdown back. So just too many mistakes for South Winn last week. They're ready to go tonight, though. This should be a fun one here in District 3. This one, I think, kind of sets up the finish here already, which is crazy. But to the final standings here in District 3 play.
Raul, thank you for chiming in. How good's the team tonight? Well, I think Joe is kind of talking about that right now. How good are both of these teams tonight?
South Winn's going to run that power I option play a lot. They are going to run the football first, and they will mix in a play action pass and a rollout screen and those kind of things. Very similar to our offense in terms of they want to run the ball first and establish that first, and then they'll go to work through the air when they need to. I heard their coach talk this week. They have some things planned for our defense. I don't know what that means, but we're going to find out. We'll see if maybe that's trick play or maybe they're going to throw the ball a bit more than they have the first couple of weeks.
Joel Carlson, thank you for helping out tonight. So we have Joel Carlson helping out remotely tonight. He's going to keep up with the stats so we can keep our live stats cruising. So he built us a really nice little spreadsheet, something that he can manage as he listens to the game. So you'll hear Joe probably enunciate every little play that happens because Joel's going to be putting those in the spreadsheet so that we can keep these stats up to date. If you take a look at the lines and the numbers on the field, Joe, have you noticed? Do these look familiar to you? I was kind of a zoom in on the 40-yard line earlier. Here's the 20. Boy, oh boy, those numbers sure look familiar.
They sure do. They look like they are perfectly robotically straight.
They sure do.
They might have invested in that same machine that we have there in St. Ansgar. Sure look good. Captain's meeting in the center of the field here to get things started.
What a great complex, and the hospitality here was fantastic. There's a chance of rain tonight, a good enough chance. We'd love to be in the visitor stands. That's our favorite place to be, but with the kind of the threat of rain going on, they were so gracious to let us up into their press box here tonight. And one thing we know, when it comes to press boxes, sometimes there's limited space, but these guys have been so genuinely courteous to let us in here tonight. So thank you. Great team here at South Winneshiek High School.
Saints win the toss and defer to the second half, so South Winneshiek will receive the football here to start the game. Players to watch for the South Winn Warriors. Running back number 8, Kyle Kaboshek, the senior. He leads the team in carries. Landon Humple right behind him, number 20. Like I said, they're going to run this I formation tonight. We'll see that as we get started here. They're going to be on offense first. Braden Todd, the quarterback. He was kind of their athlete last year, kind of one of just their run around, make plays guys. Carson Streeter out for the season, or at least out for now, has not played yet this season. Let's see if we see him tonight, I guess. Has not played yet this season. We'll see if that changes at any time, but he was their quarterback last year. He has not been on the field here yet in 2025. We watched him golf, Eric, if you remember right.
I was going to say that name is so familiar, so I know that we've got an athlete on our hands. That was golf, is that right?
That's right. That is correct, and he's a darn good golfer, too. Fun to watch. Good baseball player, good football player. I'm sure they are missing him so far this season. We expect Braden Todd, number 4, at quarterback for the South Winn Warriors. For the Saints, Porter Schwiesau at quarterback, Joe Style Clevenger at fullback, Mullenback, and Michaels in the backfield. They have been the playmakers for the Saints through 2 games. Your 2-0 Saints take on the 1-1 Warriors. Kickoff right now. Schwiesau's kick takes a hop. Fielded at the 15-yard line by the Warriors. Middle return. Doesn't go far. Grieve, number 7, Eric Grieve. Another name you're going to hear a lot tonight. Carries it out to the 26.
So we got Hammer Time Huseman here. We're kind of taking a look at a little bit of behind the Saints activity going on here. We're going to take a look at some of these replays. Hammer Time Huseman, just give me a nudge, Hammer Time. We're going to do that, and we can just kind of let people know the replay's coming. Usually we have a replay badge going on there, but we're back to the action here. This is a live shot.
Out of the eye. Pitch. Looking to pass.
Trickery.
There's one of those trickerations we talked about. He's got a man, and he catches it. No, drops it right at the last second. Really good defense. That was Grieve, the intended receiver. Mullenback breaks up the pass. I thought he had it from our perspective. I think Mullenback knocked it out.
Yeah, you know what? Because that ball hung up there for some time. You can take another look at it here as it comes across your screen. It hung up there some time, and watching that play, that receiver certainly was open for a period of time. I think it was just in the air for a little longer than
Number 20,
desired.
Humple is your first back. Kaboshek is the second. This is Kaboshek. And try to get it outside. Good down blocking by the line of the Warriors. Gets 5 yards on 2nd and 10. Makes it 3rd and 5. Kaboshek with a 5-yard carry. 3rd and 5.
So Hammer Time showing you replays here, and we're going to take a little. At some point here, Hammer Time, we're going to take a break, or not a break, but during a break, we'll go ahead and we'll make sure that replay logo shows up in the lower right-hand corner so people can see that. Okay.
First 3rd down of the night for the Warriors. Back to pass. Now he's going to pull it down. Thought about running it. Nowhere to run, so instead he tries to flick it out to Humple. Incomplete. 4th down. Saints hold on drive number 1. They force the punt. Had Humple there. I'm not sure he was going very far, even if he did cut it.
Great timing. Great timing there, Hammer Time.
Back to return are Mullenback and Michaels. The M&M brothers back to return. They're not brothers. Short kick. Everybody says scatter, scatter, scatter. That ball will be downed just inside the 45-yard line. They're going to spot it right at the 45. The Saints will have it 1st and 10 from there for drive number 1. They won the toss and deferred.
So a great 3 and out here for the Saints to start this game off. They got great field position here to take their first offensive possession, and they have every intent of being offensive on this offensive possession to score some points here. I'm anxious to see what the Saints have up their sleeve because this is certainly a good team they're up against, and there might be some new things going on tonight.
Out of the wishbone to start are the Saints. Sophomore Schwiesow hands it off to Corbin Michaels. Corbin Michaels is loose and in the defensive backfield. Corbin Michaels, 10-5. Touchdown Saints.
They make it look so easy, Joe. Corbin Michaels is just literally jogging on that last 15 yards of that. You ready to go, human? Let's go. Replay. Here we go. We're going to take another look at that one.
55-yard touchdown run on touch number 1 for Corbin Michaels. He gets into that defensive backfield so quickly. And like you said, he's that fast that from the 20 in, he just kind of jogs her in. Touchdown number 1, 6-0. The Saints lead. Schwiesow on to attempt the extra point shots is your holder. Andrew Hall is the long snapper. Kick is up, and it is no good, just wide left. So if the Saints have an Achilles heel, it's penalties and extra points.
Yeah, it really
right?
is. And I think penalties early in the season, that's understood, right? We understand that there's going to be some things you need to clean up early in the season. The extra point in the kicking, like it's to your point, has been an Achilles heel for these guys. I would almost expect if they think their chances are 50% as good to get a 2-point conversion, we'll probably see some more attempts at 2-point conversions tonight.
Yep, I think so too. I think you're going to see, we saw it quick last week, right? We missed the first one and then we start going for 2. I think you could see that again from the Saints. They either have to figure that out or just roll the dice and let's take our 50-50 odds of getting 2, right?
Yeah, and I think with a team like this, like you expect that Southwind's going to bring their best game. They're going to compete. And so it's like, yeah, what are our best chances to score points tonight?
Yep.
We might see some 2-point conversions.
Are we missing our scoreboard, Eric?
Goodness. Oh, we are missing our scoreboard. That's what?
That's
because I have the wrong screen. That's my bad.
Got it. Okay.
Wrong screens. I was still in the replay screen, which Hammer Time was no longer showing a replay. But
so 1:05 in, the Saints hold the Warriors to 3 and out defensively, and then go 55 yards in one play. Corbin Michaels for the touchdown. Saints lead at 6-0. Schwiesow on to do the kickoff. Back to return is Grieve, but it is fielded by one of the up men at about the 35. He'll fall ahead to the 37, where the Warriors will have it 1st and 10 for their second drive of the night. High kick. Got underneath that one. One of the up men smartly picks it up. It's one of those plays sometimes we try to kick it to that no man's land and let it roll around a little bit. Instead, the up man gets it, and it is 1st and 10 from the 37. New formation already for South Winn. Going to see a pass here. Grieve with the reception. Corbin Michaels right there to make the textbook tackle on Eric Grieve after the 2-yard gain. And the connection from Braden Todd, the senior quarterback, to Eric Grieve, the senior wide out. So that's a different look than we saw earlier.
Yeah, Joe, and I got to say, if I'm throwing the ball, I really don't want to throw in the direction of Michaels because he's just too quick. He's just too strong. He's going to find a way to get his arms wrapped around a guy. Even if he does make the catch, he's going to probably, most likely, be tackled. But ultimately, good play. They get a couple yards out of it.
3 receivers at the top. This is complete to Kaboshek. Kaboshek wrapped up by guess who?
Don't even say it.
Corbin Michaels.
Corbin Michaels
is the first guy there. Ensures he only gets a yard, 3rd and 7. So they're going to run the option at us now. That's what it looks like they are going to do this drive anyway, 2 of those option plays. So what we're going to see as the night progresses is he's going to keep it on that, right? He's going to roll out to that side and then keep.
Who got it? Who got it? Number? Oh, yeah, the first guy there was
Corbin, the first guy there.
Got to get back to it. Here we go.
Corbin Michaels disrupts this play. Kaboshek has it, but he's going to be caught way in the backfield. Loss of 6 on the play. It'll be 4th down.
Great job by the Saints defense to hold here for the second drive now. They lost a few yards on that drive. 4th and what are we looking at here? 13 here, Joe?
Almost 14. So they'll punt it away. The punter is Jordan Eink, number 5. Back to return are the M&M brothers. We're going to start something with that. Nice kick by Eink. Here comes Mullenback up the right sideline. Makes a man miss, and then another. We're going to get a penalty flag. That one's going to come back. Mullenback is forced out of bounds across midfield I think we'll get an illegal block in the back on the edge there, which will move that back into Saints territory, something around the 39-yard line or so. The Saints will have it 1st and 10 for drive number 2. Drive number 1 took all of one play, a 55-yard touchdown run.
Yes, it did.
For Corbin Michaels, let's see what happens here on drive number 2. It marked the first penalty of the night off on the Saints. They will start with it at the 39 of South Winn. Or their own 39. Excuse me. Their own 39.
Do you want to try hitting it's Arthur and G for game to come back for a game? You want to try it?
6-0, the Saints lead it here. 8:38 to go in the first quarter. The Saints' second possession of the night. Saints will start the shotgun here. In motion goes Mullenback. Handoff, Michaels. Michaels makes a man miss, and then another. Corbin Michaels has 2 carries and 2 touchdowns. Touchdown, Saints! Corbin Michaels, 61 yards to the house. The Saints lead 12-0.
And, Joe, he would tell you, Corbin will tell you, and it's a fact, you can see this, without these linemen opening up these holes for him, he just got to get to the second level, right? These guys make that possible, and once he's there, it's just game over.
I mean, he makes a linebacker miss, but other than that, it's the blocking up front and then speed, and then his speed of just no one's going to catch me once I get out and going, including Braden Todd, who chased him all the way to the end zone. But it's too little too late, and the Saints lead at 12-0. They are going to go for 2 here.
Talked about that earlier about how we might see some attempts at 2-point conversions, and Michaels is in for the score, bringing the score to 14-0. Michaels for the carry, 2-point conversion successful. Saints up 14-0.
Have run 2 plays, both of them rush attempts for Corbin Michaels. He has 2 carries, 116 yards. That's a 58-yard average. 2 touchdowns. That's a touchdown per carry average. That also is decent.
Yeah, how's a 2-point conversion? He's carrying, right, for 3 yards in that case.
And they keep those extra point attempts separate, actually. Even the conversions have their own kind of category.
That makes sense.
So
Makes sense. Yeah, I wasn't sure how they did that because obviously a 3-yard run would hurt his average per carry in this case, but obviously there's only 3 yards to go on that 2-point conversion.
We talked about it from week 1 that Corbin Michaels is going to be trouble. And in Class A, he's going to be trouble. You combine that with what our senior linemen are doing up front, making holes. And this team's dangerous right now. Really, really hard to contain. Barely getting a body on our running backs as they head through the line. That's not a recipe for success against these Saints. So the Saints lead at 14-0. They've had the ball for 2 offensive plays, have 2 touchdowns, both to Corbin Michaels. If you're just joining us, you missed a lot. Nice kick there all the way down to the 15 for Schwiesel. Grieve has it. Eric Grieve crosses the 30 down to the 32-yard line. South Winn will have it there, 1st and 10 for their 3rd drive of the night. They went 3 and out on both of their first 2 drives, actually lost yardage on drive number 2. They're out of the I formation in the first series, solely out of the shotgun spread formation. Had trips a couple of times there in the second drive. Let's see what we see here. Back to the I. Go the Warriors.
2 drives by each team, 2 touchdowns for the Saints, 2 3-and-outs for South Winn, and this defense is stifling.
Swarming Saints defense, tackled by a host of Saints, is Koboshek after a loss of 1.5. Let's call it 2nd and 12. Just nowhere to run. Again, the defensive line is just all over it. Let's shout out those defensive linemen out there right now. I believe would be Chase Haugen, Hale Dietrich, Derek Heeman, and Aiden Beeson across the front for the Saints.
Chase Haugen, once upon a time, the forgotten man, and not so forgotten this year, is
No longer forgotten. Rolling out and going to throw it. Here's Todd. Instead, he pulls it down. Now he throws it. I don't know if that was tipped or he just lost it as he's trying to make a play there, but incomplete it falls, intended for Koboshek. It's 3rd and 12.
Here's another look at that one here. You make the call. Was it tipped or... Boy, and it might have been.
I think we might have got a mid on it there. Is that big number 12, Joe Clevenger?
Oh, Joe Clev.
It's hard to tell on my screen.
It is a little hard to tell here.
I think that is number 12, who got a piece of that one, or that might have been complete. It looks like that's what the offense is going to be, is scramble around, try to make plays.
Yep.
Todd, back to pass, over the middle, caught, first down. Nice reception by Living Good. He's living good. He catches the first completion, I believe, of the night for Braden Todd. Now, he had a couple of short ones, and he actually had a couple that lost yardage prior to that one. But that one's good for 13 and a first down.
The first down of the night for these South Winn Warriors.
Back to the spread formation. Three receivers our side here. Just going to be QB keep for Todd. Todd makes a man miss. Good strong run for Todd. Give him 5 yards on first down. Makes it 2nd and 5. And this is what will be key for South Winneshiek. They need to hang on to the football and burn some clock here.
Yeah, they do. Obviously, the Saints are taking no time to score. So that clock is obviously St. Ansgar's best friend, right? Having a little bit of time on the clock could equal points. And for South Winn, they just got to make that thing tick, tick, tickety, tick on down.
And they answer here on this drive, and they're right back in this thing. Todd, quick hitter to Kaboshek. He's going to be tackled.
Maybe.
He is tackled. Hanging on there is Chase Haugen. Michaels was there. Joe Clevenger was there. Trey Johans was there. Loss of 1. He fights all the way back to lose just 1. He was going to lose a pile until he got loose there.
Steve Pope, thanks for chiming in. Riley Steele, thank you for chiming in from Osceola. Glad to have you guys here tonight.
3rd and 6. The ball is at the 47-yard line. Near midfield here after the first down of the night for the Warriors. 3rd down play here. Fake that pass. Now flips it over the middle. Had Living Good wide open, but missed him. Incomplete. And it's decision time for co-head coaches here in South Winneshiek. Wenthold.
Yeah, I think you can attribute that play right there to just the stifling defense that St. Ansgar has had. They have not given him a lot of time to throw. He's been scrambling a bunch, and so even with the open receiver, probably just a little bit nervous out there, especially early in the game, and how things have gone so far.
Co-head coaches Wadsworth and Wenthold decide to go for it here. I don't see number 5 on the field. He is the punter. Timeout now. Carter Wenthold there calls the timeout with the official on the sideline. He wants to talk this one over. So South Winn burns timeout number 1 here in the first quarter. 5:44 to go in the first quarter. The Saints lead at 14-0 on the strength of 2 Corbin Michaels touchdown runs, 1 for 55 and 1 for 61.
We'll be right back after this timeout. Don't go anywhere.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
You know, there is a better way to buy crop insurance. You've got to get to know Joe.
This broadcast is brought.
That's America's Most Loved commercial right there.
Love it. Back to pass here on 4th down. Is Todd. Slings it over the side. It is incomplete, I believe is the call in the field. Incomplete. The Warriors turn it over on down. The Saints on downs. The Saints hold. They allow a first down there, but hold on 4th and 6. Who's in there to knock that thing away? You got a number for me, Hammer Time?
Replay right there in front of you, Joe. Can you see that? Does seem like it's number 3.
Number 3, the other Clevenger. We just go with Clevenger because we have 3 of them. We get names wrong. But that's Matt-style Clevenger with the breakup for the sophomore. Good job. Handoff, Joe Clevenger. Joe with the short gain. Gets 3, though. There's that much push by the offensive line. Looks like he's tackled immediately,
sure
right?
does.
But he gains 3, almost 4 yards. In fact, he did gain 4 yards.
Still on his feet, right, when the whistle blows.
He didn't actually get tackled.
And going back to that fourth down play, I know we just saw the replay just a second ago. That even if he had caught that, he's not converting because he wasn't
short.
far enough. Yeah,
Thank
it was
you.
a couple yards
Good
short.
call.
So great play by the Saints defensively. They're going to let him catch that as long as they tackle him, and they did both. They did both. They didn't let him catch it, and they kept him short of the yardage.
3-yard gain there where they spot it. Corbin Michaels has his first carry that doesn't go for a touchdown.
Hammer Time, you did a great job here tonight. Thanks for working on replays. Folks at home, it's just really, really great to have great people involved with the Saints TV broadcasts. And Joe was in here early with Kimba Tsunami to kind of get this thing set up because I had some commitments that got me here a little bit late. But did all the sweet talk and negotiating with the folks here to get us some space.
Exactly.
Hammer Time is here running all the digital side. So thanks, guys. I feel really, really lucky to have you on board here.
No problem. Corbin Michaels gets it. He had 5 yards on the last play. Excuse me. This one is broken up. It was a pass. I thought Corbin had it. He did not. Incomplete pass on 3rd and 2. So on 3rd down, Corbin Michaels had got 5 yards on the carry. And this one, it's the play fake and then knocked down, intended for Connor Mullenback. I think Connor maybe thought the young man got there a little early.
Got it. I mean, I think it was well defended, but was he there early? I guess that's the question.
That is the question. So 4th and 2, the Saints will go for it on 4th down out of the wishbone. This is where you lean on your offensive line here. Need a good push here. Corbin Michaels with the carry and the first down for the Saints. Give Corbin Michaels 3 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10. Saints from the Warriors' 36-yard line.
Great job, Saints, mixing it up here a little bit. And in this case, now the Saints are kind of working the clock down a little bit because obviously with a 14-0 lead, they wouldn't mind eating up some clock here and getting a touchdown in the process.
Good push there from the offensive line for your Saints. Out of the pistol here. Schwiesau keeps, then pitches to Corbin Michaels. Makes a man miss. Corbin Michaels, 20, 15, out of bounds. No, not out of bounds. Into the end zone. Touchdown,
Wow.
Saints. Oh, my goodness.
You know, from up
Corbin
here,
Michaels.
I thought he was out of bounds from up here, but they say no. Here's another look at the replay. He is so shifty, Joe.
Look
He's
at this.
so shifty. Keeps his feet in bounds. Look at that replay. He's still in bounds.
He is clearly in bounds.
Oh, my goodness.
And runs it
Corbin
in.
Michaels. Great. Great run.
A 36-yard touchdown run, his 3rd of the night. Corbin Michaels, have yourself a night. Extra point attempt. Headed your way from Schwiesau. Good hold from Shots. This kick is up, and it is good.
Whoops, got to go back to the game, kid. Well, I guess you can show that. Hammer Time can show us that kick again because he was recording while we were looking at that replay.
Now the extra point is good. And it's 21-14 Saints with 3:39 to go in the first quarter.
Here's a look at that kick. Since we missed it, you want to see the good kicks, right? Well,
Boom.
there it is for you. Thank you, Hammer Time, for cueing that one up. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back after this. Saints kicking it away with a 21-0 lead.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic.
It's Saints TV's goal to bring the game to those who are unable to cheer from the stands. Watching the stream is free. Creating it is not. Please consider donating to our cause through our donation partner, Give Butter. 100% of your donation goes directly to the St. Ansgar school system, where it is used for the education of our students, the equipment used to create these streams, and the athletic department.
Thank you. That Give Butter QR code is on the top right-hand side of your screen. It's how we keep Saints TV free to watch. So thank you for those who have donated. We've had so many great donors already this season.
Corbin Michaels, 3 touchdowns, 1 yard shy of 150 here in the first quarter. Return Nice return across the 30 for Grieve and the Warriors. They'll have it there for their 4th possession of the night. They got a first down on that last possession. We're moving the ball fairly well. Missed an open receiver on 3rd down last time, or would have had a couple of first downs. Let's see if the Warriors can put something together. The Saints defensive line, we've talked about some substitutions there. I think that we got our same starters out there for your Saints here on this drive. We'll try to update that as we can. Todd, gonna roll out. Good pressure.
Oh, that's pressure.
That was Haugen, but he hangs on, gets rid of it. Going to be a first down, and the reception goes to Kriener. Brandon Kriener, the senior, number 15, has the 11-yard gain and the 2nd first down for the Warriors. So Todd to Kriener for 11. Out to the 43-yard line.
The pass got away. Oh, no. Are you going to clip that? That's all right. I mean, you can go back if you want, or, you do it.
Southwind's done a good job mixing up formations, trying to keep the Saints on their heels here. This is a run for Koboshek. Middle run, nowhere to go. Short gain, less than a yard there on first down, makes it 2nd and 9.
Saints defenders just all over that play, weren't they, Joe?
Yeah,
it's right there. I wouldn't say they were everywhere because they weren't everywhere. They were exactly where the ball was.
Where they needed to be.
There was a lot of them.
21-0, Saints lead at 2:30 to go here in the first quarter. This one's been all Saints. The Warriors look to put their first drive together here. Have a first down here to start this drive. It's now 2nd and 9. Todd puts a man in motion. That's Humpel. Going to look for him out of the backfield. Instead, fires it to Grieve off his fingertips. Goes that pass. That was a bullet. Too hard to handle for Grieve. Incomplete, 3rd and 9. Nice play. That was going to be another first down. Just a little too hot to handle.
Yeah, not a bad idea. Execution just needs a little bit of work there, but and tough to execute with this defense.
That's what they're trying to do. They're getting away from that defensive line pressure, rolling him out, trying to find him a comfortable spot, and then the receivers are just sitting down in the open spots in our defense. 3rd and 9. Looks like that's going to be a run. It is. And down he goes. Short gain on the QB keeper, short of the 45-yard line. 4th down it will be. 4th and 8.
Gain and 1 on the play. And that looked like a quarterback keeper all the way. I don't. Was he looking to throw? Does it even look like he wants to throw? It feels like he was going the whole time.
Yep, that looked like that was a designed QB run. Goes for just a yard, and here comes Ink on to punt it away. Nice punt from Ink. It's going to go out of bounds. It'll all be about the spot here. Where does it cross that line and go out of bounds? It should be about the 25 from my perspective. I like that guy's perspective better. He says it's at the 28, almost the 29. It is the 29. So the Saints will have it. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line. What a start for Corbin Michaels. The untackleable man has 149 yards on 5 carries, 3 touchdowns.
Kimba Tsunami on scoreboard tonight, is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you, Kimba Tsunami. That scoreboard work is tough work, especially during a football game when you're running the clock, you're running points, you're running possession. Downs. Corbin Michaels again.
Michaels is loose. Just tripped up. Shoestring tackle as he crosses the 45-yard line. Give him 15. All the way out to the 44, so Corbin Michaels goes over 160 yards on the night. 1st and 10 Saints from the 44.
Aunt Lisa Mullenback watching from Eastern Iowa. Thanks, Aunt Lisa, for being here tonight. Thanks, Jake, for your kind words on the broadcast.
Go Saints. Out of the wishbone. I believe that'll be our first carry for Mr. Mullenback.
Right on
cue.
cue.
It is.
Right on cue.
Connor Mullenback, right on cue for Aunt Lisa. Gain of 5 for Connor. Oh, Mullenback makes it second and manageable for the Saints.
Joe Carlson chiming in. He says, Coach Clevenger messaged me after last week that touchdown technically goes down as a pass. Which one were we talking about there? The touchdown as a pass. Joel, you can elaborate. Smartest guy we know,
you elaborate.
Joe Carlson.
The last one? Oh, sure, yeah. The last one was a little pitch, wasn't it? Running up the middle, I believe that's Joe Clevenger that time. As darkness falls here in Kelmer, it gets hard to identify. It is Joe Clevenger, the fullback there out of the wishbone. Gets 4.
Every time I sneak by you here, I feel like our camera could be a little more level.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. Corbin Michaels scores 3 touchdowns. The Saints lead it 21-0. The Saints will have it 3rd and short when we come back for quarter number 2.
Don't go anywhere. Crank the volume. These sponsors keep Saints TV free to watch.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
Here we go. It is 3rd and 1 for the Saints at the start of the second quarter. Big play coming here. Saints lead at 21-0 out of the wishbone. I'm not sure who has it, either Clevenger or Schwiesau. Either way, it's a first down. They might have it together. Let's give it.
You know, we've seen that before, haven't we?
We have. We have. We're going to give Clevenger the carry there. Gets the yard and just the yard. You could see he got just enough there. 1st and 10 Saints. They lead at 21-0 on the strength of 3 Corbin Michaels touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 receiving. So he's got 36 yards receiving and 138 yards rushing. So total offense for Mr. Michaels over 170 yards here as we start the second quarter. Mullenback, nice job there by Kaboshek, number 8, who comes flying in there from his defensive linebacker position. He's one of those inside linebackers, comes flying in and tackles Mullenback for a big loss. It'll be 2nd and 15. Mullenback loses 5 on that carry.
Great job by Southwind. Honestly, on those last 2 plays, even that first down by the Saints, they knew where they needed to be. They knew the situation. They held him to 1 yard. Of course, it was enough for the Saints to gain a first down. But on that one, Saints lose. What did we lost? 4 yards? 4 yards lost on that last play?
4 yards. -4 there, so it's 2nd and 14. I've been impressed. This Southwind team has no quit in them. They are playing hard, and they're playing better here as we start the second quarter. Clevenger bowls ahead, gets those 3 of those 4 yards back, so a short gain for Clevenger. This is what the recipe for success against the Saints is get them behind the chains, right, and make that 3-yard play a whole lot less impactful when instead of 3rd and 3, now it's 3rd and 11.
Yep, it really limits the playbook that the Saints can use, although we've seen Corbin Michaels run for a lot of yards. So that doesn't necessarily take the run away, but it does force them to go a little deeper in the playbook for a bigger yardage play.
I believe that's the forgotten man at the top of the screen here. Let's keep an eye on that. No, they're looking bottom of the screen. Wide open. Trey Johans, first down. Breaks a tackle down to the 32-yard line. Goes Trey Johans. He's got the reception and the first down on 3rd and 11. The Saints say, no problem.
Trey Johans, just a whale of an athlete. The kid is just a sophomore, Joe, but he's always been just a heck of an athlete. We've seen it in the basketball court. It's so fun here this year to see it on the football field.
Let's call it 15. Let's give him 15 on the reception there.
Great play by the Saints.
Back in the wishbone is Schwiesow. He's under center here. Mullenback. Mullenback finds a hole. Connor Mullenback. Touchdown, Saints. Connor Mullenback goes 31 yards, nearly untouched to the end zone. It's 27-0 Saints.
What are you supposed to do defensively, Joe? You've got, you got, obviously, running through the middle, you've seen a lot of Clevenger. You've seen a lot on the outside, the shiftiness of Corbin Michaels. You're trying to put your effort into defending those guys, and then, boom, you're handing it off to a slippery number 7 who's going to slide through all that and score another 6 points for the Saints.
Yep. And
I don't even know how you respond.
You called it, like, oh, here comes Corbin, right? We all felt it. We all thought, it's probably time to get Corbin a touch. And so that's who they did. They went and tackled number 2. Number 7's got the football. And here go the Saints. Going to have a penalty here. I think that's going to be an offsides on the Warriors. It is. So that'll make the extra point attempt a 2-point conversion attempt, would be my guess. Yep, we're getting a personnel change, so they'll move the ball half the distance to the goal, and the Saints will go for 2. They lead 27-0. 3 Corbin Michaels touchdowns and a Connor Mullenback touchdown.
If you're watching from home and you're used to watching NFL, in the NFL, I believe if they're kicking, they have to move that ball back quite a bit further than if they're going for a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, it's
correct?
like a 36-yard field goal or something in the NFL.
Here it's different. The ball starts at the same place either way, correct?
Correct. So instead of the 2, it's the 1. The Saints will go for 2. Mullenback gets the honors into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 29-0, the Saints lead this one here. 9:34 to go in the second quarter. This one's all Saints. What a night so far here. We said this would be their best test of the year, and it has. South Winn they have not played terribly. The Saints' offensive line is just imposing their will when they need to, right? Making those huge holes. Here's some stats for you. Corbin Michaels, 5 carries, 138 yards. Connor Mullenback, 3 carries, 32 yards. Joe Clevenger, 4 carries for 12 yards. Corbin Michaels with a 36-yard touchdown reception. And Trey Johans with a 15-yard reception for your Saints. They lead at 29-0 here over South Winn. A District 3 matchup. This South Winn team dropped a tough one at North Butler last week. So they are 0-1 in district play. Saints are 1-0.
And it feels like South Winn is making some adjustments, right? Obviously, those first 2 drives were crazy, insanely fast for the Saints. It feels like we kind of caught South Winn on their heels a little bit with that. They've made some adjustments. They're slowing the Saints' drives down. But at the end of the day, there's just too much talent.
A little light rain starts to fall here in Kelmer as Schwiesow kicks it off. Fielded by Grieve across the 30. To the 35 goes Eric Grieve, where he's tackled by a host of Saints. The South Winn Warriors will have it 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
If you're just joining us, a clean game so far. No turnovers as of yet. With the rain falling, sometimes that can change things. It makes me pretty grateful.
Was that a prediction? I think that was a prediction.
Well,
it's
bound to happen. I'll just say that. And it does change things, especially if a team is trying to pass the ball for yards. Things get a little bit slippery. Passes get a little funny. Sometimes the hands aren't working quite right. So,
I think coming into tonight, Todd had completed 7 passes. He has 6 completions tonight. So they're definitely focused on throwing the football here tonight. This is a run on 1st down. Breaking a tackle is Kaboshik. Hard run there. Again, don't quit in that guy. 5-yard gain for Kyle Kaboshik. Really nice run from him. I think that's the defensive backs there have to come in and finish that tackle. I don't like it when your defensive backs make a lot of tackles.
No, you're right.
In our defense, we prefer those guys just look good back there.
John Hendrickson chiming in. He's saying, chiming in from California, Saints are making a happy hour even happier.
Happy hour.
Thanks, John, for chiming in.
Let's see here. Was that a QB keep? I missed it. Short gain either way. And you could see that they're trying to get back on schedule here, South Winn is, right? They're trying to get away from having to throw the ball on 3rd and forever, right? Let's make it 3rd and 3 and see if we can't get something done here. And they do just that on this drive. 3rd and 2, in fact. Handoff. Kaboshek. First down. Breaks free. He's not going to go down. Kaboshek.
Wow.
All the way out to the 40. Tack on a 15-yard face mask penalty. And it'll be 1st and 10 Warriors at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Great play by the Warriors on there. Great blocking. We talked about no quit earlier. Joe, you mentioned that. I actually thought that he lost the ball the way things were happening. No, he was just not going down as he's fighting for his life out there.
Yep. Really nice gain there on 3rd and 2. Give him 18 yards and then a 15-yard face mask tacked on to the end. And that's a huge play for South Winneshiek.
Joel Carlson and Heather Rashavi both reaching out and saying, hey, the NFL is a 33 yard.
Thank you.
Appreciate your chiming in. We always appreciate folks chiming in. Regardless of which team you're cheering for, we appreciate hearing from you on the broadcast.
Can always help us. So it looks like the commitment to run the ball here for South Winn has paid off on this drive. The announcer's jinx works. They go to the air, into the corner of the end zone, dropped.
Wow.
That was in his hands, but it hits the turf. Great defense. Caught up late there. Did Seth Schatz, question mark? I can't see that corner very well. I'm not sure who got his hands up there late.
That is
it's definitely not Seth. That's
your double-digit jersey number?
I can't tell who it is. Is it 10?
Who's defending that?
Jair Trenton's on this sideline, so it could have been him. Either way, we'll take it. Kaboshek going to try the right side. Breaks another tackle. I tell you what, he has showed up here in this second quarter and said, if I just refuse to go down, then good things will happen, and he's been right. Gain of 6 on the play for Kaboshek. What'd you say there, Hammer Time? Number 12 is Joe Clev. Joe Clev way down the field. The linebacker covering the guy in the end zone. I like it. Does a good job getting his hands up and distracts him just enough. 3rd and a long 3. Todd under center. I formation. Handoff middle. Nowhere to run. The interior of the defensive line led by Derek Heeman.
Great job by the Saints. Sniffed that one out all the way. That was just a real quick handoff, and the Saints were all over that, bringing us to 4th and it looks like about 5.
4th and 5. Loss on the play. Jevin Damon out there, number 24, on the field as well. I think he got a piece of that one there at the end also. Ball's at the 21-yard line, so that's going to make it 4th and a long 5. In the eye.
Oof.
Get the Saints to jump and a free first down for the Warriors.
Yeah, I saw that white helmet move there. Of course, it was followed by a silver helmet, but I think the Saints were there first.
The replay does not lie. The guys on the field see it as an offensive penalty. We'll take it. It'll be 4th and 10.
Well, Hammer Time's got the replay on that.
And it's possible.
Look at that, Hammer Time?
It's possible that there's a twitch.
Let's look at that one again. Can we do that?
That somebody moves that we can't see on the camera that makes his white hat move. Maybe the center moves the ball, stuff like that. They do that sometimes.
Yep.
We'll give the officials the nod. They're a little closer than we are. So instead of a free first down, it's 4th and a little more than 10. Big play in this one for South Winn. If they want to claw their way back into this one, they need a first down here. Back to pass is Todd. Pressure from Matt Clevenger. He gets the pass off, but just too much pressure from Clevenger. No chance to get that one off cleanly. And the Warriors turn it over on downs.
And that was JT Red on the defense of that one. Sorry, Hammer Time. Didn't mean to put you through that. We're trying to take a look at that jump here. And Hammer Time's like scrubbing, trying to get back to that play.
So the Saints defense bends but doesn't break. They hold there after the nice run from Kaboshek, and the 15-yard face mask penalty puts them down at the 25-yard line. They gain a few yards, lose those yards back, and turn it over on downs. The Saints will have it here. They lead 29-0. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Run, middle, open. See you later. Connor Mullenback to the house. Connor Mullenback. Touchdown, Saints.
So, Joe, how do you, you have to give the offensive line credit, right? Obviously, you don't have 3 guys just that good, right? You got to say it's the offensive line that's opening that stuff up. Look at this play here. He busts through that line. And then it's just see you later.
It's just
look at
to
all
the
of that
races.
open field in front of him. He's shifty. He's slippery. That's why they say, holy Mullenback, holy guacamole.
And that's what that blocking does for you. They have 10 guys in the box. They have 1 safety way deep. That's your only hope of stopping that play if he gets the first 3 yards, right? And the Saints are saying, we're going to beat you for that 3 yards. And then it becomes a 65-yard touchdown run for Connor Mullenback. Wow.
What an impressive night for these Saints, who have a 35-0 lead, looking to make it 36.
And they do.
Do just that.
Extra point good from Schwiesau. And Connor Mullenback, we talked about what a job he did last week. We saw the same thing, right? Where it was Corbin Michaels in the first quarter and Joe Clevenger, and then it was Connor Mullenback in the second quarter. Same thing here tonight. Connor Mullenback, 4 carries, 107 yards, 2 touchdowns. Corbin Michaels, 5 carries, 138 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Add a 36-yard touchdown reception for Corbin Michaels, and the Saints lead at 36-0. We'll have a running clock.
Unbelievable.
The rain has kind of subsided. It's down to a light mist or a sprinkle maybe here. You can kind of see it in the lights, I would guess, on your screen. Not super heavy, but enough. That's 2 out of 3 football weekends with a little rain here.
Yes,
for the
it
Saints.
is. I don't know that we had any last year.
I don't think so either.
We were in snow and sleet in Lake Mills. We're outside for that one. Again, we could be outside for this one, but the folks here at South Winn were kind enough to give us some space upstairs. And once again, thanks a lot, guys, for letting us stay dry up here.
This is a beautiful facility. If you didn't make the trek over here to South Winn, it is just really beautiful. It's kind of built down under a big hill. So it's pretty protected down in here. Beautiful site. Really nice press box. Brand new bleachers. A couple concession stands here. They do it right here in Kelmer at South Winnebago.
So Joe Carlson chiming in. He says the wide receiver took off. That's kind of what I was kind of wanting Hammer Time to take a look at that on that penalty.
It was the wide receiver that made our guy jump. Thank you for that. Penalty flags all over the field on the return. We had flags come from 4 officials from all over the field. So that is going to be a block in the back on the return team, and that'll push South Winn back a little further. So a little hold action here is going to push South Winn back near their own 20.
Jay called on the last drive where South Winn they spent more time, I said, running the ball, right? Yeah. Finding themselves in a position where you're not 3rd and 10 because of incompletions and great defense. You're 3rd and 3, something manageable. And, of course, they couldn't get past the 3rd and 3. They ended up being 4th and 5, and then the penalty to make that even worse for them. But it does seem like it's been their best offensive strategy so far in the night.
Yeah. It makes you wonder. I know the score's 36-0, but at this point, work on that if you're them and continue to pound the football, and that's what they do here to start this drive. Gain of 5. Kaboshek there, number 8, gets again, where they need to be, right? Make it 2nd and manageable.
Totally.
Make it 3rd and short, and this offense will be successful.
Yeah, there's two benefits to that, right? One is you're making progress. You're going to get your first downs. You're going to find your way to the end zone if you're South Winn. But you're also keeping the Saints offense off the field.
You got it. Todd under center here. QB keep. He pushes the pile ahead. For 3, makes it 3rd and 2.
There's that short yardage on 3rd again.
Yep, just what they wanted to do here.
A tough spot down by the 30-yard line-ish. That's, is this 4-down territory when you're down by 36? It'll be interesting to find out. Obviously, they hope to convert here.
Yep.
Saints hope to hold them and put them in decision-making time.
A couple changes on the defensive line for the Saints. Dolph and Halverson in for the Saints. Run, middle. Pushing the pile for the first down is Kaboshek.
That's a great push by Kaboshek. Resilient, legs turning, no stop. Great play.
3rd and 2. gained
Saints were ready for
4.
that, too.
They were ready for it, and he just did a good job of pushing the pile forward. I think they met him right at the line of scrimmage, and he pushed the pile ahead for 3 or 4 yards in the first down. Under 4 minutes to play, the Saints lead in the first half. Saints lead at 36-0 over the Warriors. Pitch outside of Kovoshek. He's proven to be very hard to tackle. Nice tackle on that one. I think that's Matt Clevenger, Logan Wagner, and friends in on that one. I think Matt Clevenger was there. Matt and Corbin from behind, right? That's Corbin. And then is that Zaid Shell coming up the sideline?
Oh,
as well?
Zaid.
God,
Love that kid.
I can't tell who that is, if that's 9 or 4.
Gain of 2 on the play. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 running clock here, so this Southwind may have to go to the air here at some point just to combat that running clock. Try to score before the half here. They do just that here. This is Todd. Nowhere to go, and he's sacked. Braden Todd brought down by Braden Halverson and others. Let's see here. Halverson's 57. He's in there. And then somebody's coming from the left side, too, that I can't even tell who that is. Hammer time, can you? Lost 7 yards on the play. 57? Yeah, that's Halverson. I thought maybe that was... I think he'll probably get credit for the sack ball all the way back at the 30. 3rd and 12. And the clock continues to run here in the end of the second quarter. Quick pass, out. That's Grieve, has it. Short gain. Grieve gains
A well-designed play there.
4 yards, yeah.
By the Warriors. He's outside. The blocking is good. You take a look at the blocking that's in place here. It's good, but the Saints...
Better
just too
tackling
disciplined.
by the Saints on this drive. They're not going to be happy with those last couple of drives watching film tomorrow morning with some of the sloppy tackling on those last couple of drives. The Saints bowed their neck there. Much better tackling on this drive. And you just can't afford to make a mistake against this defense. The Saints forced a punt. Nice punt. Really nice punt there from Eink. That rolls out of bounds at the 22-yard line where the Saints will have it with a minute and a half to go. In the first half, they lead 36-0 on the strength of 2 Corbin Michaels touchdowns and, 3 Corbin Michaels touchdowns and 2 Connor Mullenback touchdowns.
And if you're wondering at home, like, well, this running clock thing, it kicks in at 35 points. So when there's a 35-point differential, the running clock kicks in. It only stops for timeouts. Injuries.
Change of possession, injury.
Change of possession. So, for the most part, it's just rolling, right?
Yep.
And so, for those of you at home who say, well, is there a way to make it stop? Our official rules analyst, Joel Carlson, can confirm this. I believe this is a 25. If the differential is cut to 25, I think you go back to a regular clock. But Joel Carlson, I'll let you chime in on the official rules for that one.
Corbin Michaels has it here, refuses to go down. Even in that situation, right, where we know we're just kind of running the clock out here, Corbin Michaels still going to give you everything he's got. Gains 6 yards on first down. Make it 2nd and 4. Under a minute to go.
Great sportsmanship there shown by the Warriors. Help Corbin up. You don't always see that. Sometimes the guys are only helping their own teammates up. In this case, obviously, hats off to the group here at Southwind for showing great sportsmanship.
This is a great school system, great people over here. We've played them many times in football and baseball throughout the years, and they always high-class individuals, good sportsmanship. Out of these Warriors, that hasn't changed. Good to see. Mullenback into the defensive backfield across the 40-yard line. First down, Saints.
Another great run by Mullenback. Should have gone nowhere, but those blockers give him a little bit of room. He's slipping and sliding through there to make that play and finds himself with a first down at the 41-yard line of
Gain
St.
of
Ansgar.
12, and that'll do it for the first half. It's all Saints here at Kelmer. The Saints lead at 36-0. Should we go pay some bills and we'll come back with some stats?
Let's do it. We're going to pay some bills, come back with some stats. Don't go anywhere. Crank that volume, by the way. These Saints TV sponsors keep Saints TV free to watch. Hammer Time, what's up? Then we come back. We're going to play some highlights, too. Hammer Time's got some highlights for you.
Stats and highlights.
Don't go anywhere, my friends. We will be back.
Harvest is right around the corner, but Farmer State Bank is more than just a bank for farmers. So whether you're a small business owner, a student, or a family, FSB is the right financial solutions for you. We are a family-owned local community bank with 7 locations across North Iowa. Visit one of them today or check out our website at fsbbanks.com.
Since 1983, Johnson Oil has been delivering more than fuel. We've been delivering a peace of mind. We know every customer has unique needs, and we're here to meet them with the level of care and attention you won't find anywhere else. We're proud to support the communities we serve and to support lasting relationships built on trust, reliability, and service you can depend on. Johnson Oil, your trusted local provider committed to you in North Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Invest in their future. Choose St. Ansgar State Bank.
Moustache makes him a man, the candle makes him a ladies' man. Milkhouse Candles, tonight's the night.
Life's full of bumps, but thanks to LR Falk, at least the road isn't one of them.
And we've got a really pretty cool rock here.
This is from LR Falk Construction.
This broadcast is made possible thanks to the generous contributions of the advertisers you see here. as well as the foundation for the enhancement of Mitchell County and the Saints Legacy Fund.
Every single job that we do, either one or both of the owners are on the roof overseeing and often installing the products, which is something that we really pride ourselves on and make sure that we're going above and beyond.
Thank you, Patterson Seed and St. Ansgar, for your generous contributions to Saints TV. For more information on how Patterson Seed can help you get higher yields, contact Mike Patterson at mike@pattersonseed.com.
Sealed up the roof tighter than a hippo in a hot tub, and now I'm homeless.
The Mitchell County Substance Abuse Coalition creates awareness of the impact of substance abuse and encourages change through collaborative prevention efforts. MCSAC meets on the fourth Tuesday of each month at 4 p.m. at the Mitchell County Courthouse in Osage. We are looking for new members to join the coalition to work together to build healthy communities within Mitchell County.
Protect yourself and your loved ones this flu season by getting your flu vaccine with Mitchell County Public Health and Home Health. With flexible clinic hours, various locations, and convenient drive-through clinics, getting your flu shot has never been easier. Flu shots are quick, easy, and no appointment is needed. We accept most insurances, making it easier than ever to stay protected. Visit www.mcpublichealth.com or find us on Facebook to see our full clinic schedule.
Did you know the EJ has an app? Available to download in your app store for free. We can't wait to hear how you like it. Search Enterprise Journal and look for our logo, you know the one, or scan the QR code below. It's so easy, even a child could do it.
The Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services proudly supports our Saints athletes. Thank you, Box K Beef and Freeman Welding, for your generous contributions to keep this stream free to watch.
I'm pretty good at most things, but when it comes to buying crop insurance, there is a better way. You've got to get to know Joe.
Oh my, milk house is getting bubbly.
At Canine Cabin, I'm treated like a king.
I can always find the perfect gift at Home Sweet Home in St. Ansgar. Colbert Realtors helped us find the perfect home.
Love you guys!
Relax. We've got a policy for that.
It's been a wonderful experience having our kids come to Wee Saints. Each child is taken care of like they're our own kids.
I'm really excited about the future for Wee Saints.
We're excited to get a grant for this expansion, and we'll be able to take 50 more children once our expansion is complete.
Our community has been incredibly supportive, whether it be from donations or people just banding together to help out with small projects.
The staff are friendly, the atmosphere is great, and there's a great daily structure.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe. Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe.
Before I knew Joe, buying crop insurance was hard. There's a better way to buy crop insurance. You got to get to know Joe.
You know, there is a better way to buy crop insurance. You've got to get to know Joe.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Ansgar Chiropractic. All right, we are back. We're going to look at some highlights here from Hammer Time Huseman that he clipped in the first half, while Joe talks a little bit about stats so far.
Yeah, well, we'll let you watch the replays, and we'll talk a little bit about this 36-0 St. Ansgar lead here at half. Porter Suisse out 2 of 3 passing for 51 yards and 1 touchdown. That young man has now has 2 incomplete passes on the season through 2.5 games. That's a pretty good stat.
It sure
Good job
is.
out of the sophomore quarterback of doing exactly what the coaching staff has asked him to do. Corbin Michaels leads all rushers, 6 carries, 144 yards. That's 24 yards per attempt, 2 touchdowns on the ground for Corbin Michaels. He also has a 36-yard touchdown receiving. Why? So 3 touchdowns in total for Corbin Michaels in the first half. Connor Mullenback, 5 carries, 119 yards. Hey, guys, that's a 23.8 yard per attempt average for Connor Mullenback. Significantly different than the 24 for Corbin Michaels. Connor Mullenback, 2 touchdowns. That's statistically the same as Corbin Michaels' 2 touchdowns. For you, Hammer, I went ahead and clarified that. Trey Johans adds a reception for 15 yards for the Saints, and that's your Saints offense here in the first quarter. For the Warriors, Braden Todd was 8 of 16 passing for 26 yards. So like I said, I think he doubled his pass completions on the season here in the first half tonight. They went away from that in the second quarter and found a little success on the ground. Kyle Kuboshek running like a man possessed as Kyle Kuboshek will not go down. I'm but impressed by that young man. 9 carries, 40 yards for him. Braden Todd has kept it 5 times for 9 yards from that QB spot. 4 different receivers for the Warriors have a reception. Sabelka, Kriener, Grieve, and Kuboshek all have catches. Kyle Kuboshek has 4 receptions, but has lost 4 yards on those 4 receptions because they're kind of that quick hitter, right out pass that we have defended very, very well tonight.
Yeah, I don't disagree with it because I think sending your guys downfield has not proven effective, right? I think that the defense gets a little bit more time to maybe make a play, perhaps a turnover in that case. I think it's smart, like you said, that he's able to bust through guys and keep those legs turning in really impressive ways. Just get the ball to him outside. Let's get him past that first layer, where in an area where maybe the defense is a little bit more sparse, right? And there's not so many guys out there. Maybe we can pick up some yards. So it totally makes sense to me that I think that's a well-designed idea play-wise, but the Saints just defensively too aggressive.
Let's talk about the offensive and defensive lines for these Saints. They have played superbly tonight, making huge holes for the Saints offense. Hale Dietrich, Derek Heeman, Aiden Beeson, Chase Haugen, Braden Halverson, Jackson Broom, Logan Wagner, and Brody Dolph have all seen action defensively. On that defensive line, your offensive line is Derek Heeman, Aiden Beeson, Hudson Ostrander, Braden Halverson, and Jackson Broom. They have played lights out defensively. Those big fellas up front don't get enough credit. So we'll shout them out here at halftime. The Saints lead it 36-0.
What do you expect to see here, Joe? So we've got a 36-0 lead. I think the last couple weeks we've seen a lot of, I'll say second string or giving some guys resting your starters, I will say, for the most part, on offense in the second half. Is 36-0 lead enough versus this South Winn team, or would you expect to see the first-string offense come out here to start this one off in the second half?
So good question. The Saints get it to start the second half here. I think you'll see the first team on this first drive. And then I think you start to see some substitutions pretty quickly, especially offensively.
Yeah.
And then defensively, like I said, we've been subbing quite a bit on that defensive line anyway, and I think you'll start to see that. We don't have, you notice our defensive backfield is somewhat young, right? We don't have a lot of other cornerbacks and safeties to put out there. We already have a lot of our sophomores playing in those spots, so that's just kind of is what that is. This is Matt Clevenger, who picks up the bouncing kickoff, returns it across the 30 to the 32-yard line where the Saints will have it. 1st and 10 here to start the second half. They lead it 36-0.
Great job by Matt Clevenger, another youngster taking the kickoff on that one.
It is the Saints' number one offense out there to start drive number one here of the second half.
I like it.
Yeah.
You predicted it. I think we both probably suspected that's what we'd see. Let's go get at least another touchdown under our belt.
Yep. If nothing else, you need the playing time. You need the conditioning. You need the, at the risk of you got to balance this thing with sportsmanship and getting hurt, right? You don't want either one of those things to happen. Shreesow finds Michaels out in the flat. Michaels rolls ahead for a gain of 11 and a first down. Corbin Michaels with his second reception of the night. He's got 47 yards receiving to add to his 144 yards on the ground.
Great night so far for Michaels.
What a pretty pass from Porter Shreesow. Again, you're not asking him to do too much, right? Drop back, find that open receiver, hit him in the hands with it, let him do the rest. He does exactly that. But you have to do that. It's harder than it looks.
Yeah. And the future's bright at quarterback with Shreesow in there. He's got a great pass. Another youngster, just a sophomore.
Timeout. South Winn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 11 men. Sometimes that's a 10-man thing, but so I didn't mean to count on the air. My apologies, but I can't count in my head. I lose track. So.
No, that's all right. I think we're all counting with you, Joe.
So there were 11 men. So they just didn't like what they saw defensively. They're going to make a change there, it looks like. The coaches continue to coach. Players continue to play. I like it, right? It's and let's go back to that point that you were talking about of, what do you do here in this situation? And it's you only play 8 regular season games here in Iowa now at this Class A level. So you have to get yourself ready for the playoffs in that time, one way or another. So sometimes it takes playing time to do that. You just need to be on the field.
Yeah, and again, even getting your second team out there during the second half, which we've done, it just paints a much brighter future for our Saints in the future years because they've had all of this varsity playing experience. Hey, thanks a bunch for your chiming in. Crazy Adventure says scorecard shows 1 quarter. That's not the only one that says that. Zach Eckwall, whoever that person is. Zach of all trades, you rascal. Thanks for chiming in. We must have been stuck in the first quarter. We are definitely in the third here. Joe Carlson chiming in. He says 25 is for basketball. You just got to go under 35 in football to stop that running clock.
Another pass.
Try it again to the opposite side.
That's a backwards pass. Good job by Mullenback to go get it. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gain of 3. He hops out of bounds right at the 45. 3-yard gain for Mullenback.
So Joe talked about backwards pass on that. We saw it here too. If that pass goes incomplete, it's essentially still a live ball.
It's a fumble,
right?
essentially.
So essentially, it's a fumble. South Winn can pick that up and take it to the end zone if they chose to. So it does not go incomplete if not caught. So great job by Mullenback to adjust, get his hands on that thing, and turning it into positive yardage.
2nd and 7. Saints trying some things offensively here to start the second half. A couple of passes to start. Mullenback in motion. Counter. Corbin Michaels makes a man miss, and then another. Corbin Michaels gains 11 on 2nd and 8. First down, Saints.
Michaels is a talent, and if you're used to watching Saints TV or watching Saints football, the name Michaels is one you have heard much. It's funny, just I'll say a couple years ago when Corbin was in, with his brother. We don't mention his brother's name because sometimes we get
Sometimes
stuck
we might
saying
say
it
it, right?
accidentally, right? But two guys that just kind of look identical, play identical. I think teams are lucky there's only one of them right now.
I want you to watch right here, number 71. I'm not sure who's blocking him, but does a great job. And then Joe Clevenger comes and picks up the would-be tackler there, right? And Corbin Michaels gets 7 or 8 more yards as a result. Here's a quick pass out to Johans, complete. Johans to the corner. I thought he had a shot. That young man is very, very quick.
Oh, he's quick.
Instead, it's a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and 1. Johans with the reception, gain of 9.
I think the Forgotten Man might be kind of a traveling name that
might
we just
be.
give somebody new. And I feel like Johans is kind of that guy. Like, you know what? He's
he
just a
might
young
be.
kid. We don't see a lot of stats on him. I don't know. And then next thing you know, he's catching a ball and getting some serious yardage.
Number 4, Zaid Shell out there for the Saints as well. Pass over the middle. That was intended for Shell. It's knocked down. Good defense by the Warriors. They knocked that one down, 3rd and 1.
Yeah, maybe luckily that one didn't get picked off. Obviously, defender was in a better position to actually catch the pass. Was just off his fingertips. But when a ball goes up in the air the way that one did, it's usually to the advantage of the defense.
Bad things happen.
Bad things can happen. Saints fortunate to get by with another incomplete pass there.
Schwiesau survives his 3rd incompletion of the season. Yes, that's not of the night. That's of the season, his 3rd incompletion. 3rd and 1. Schwiesau in the shotgun here. Pistol formation. Get a whistle again and another timeout. Coach Wenthold wants a timeout. The Warriors use their 2nd timeout of the second half here in the early going of the 3rd quarter. Running clock as the Saints lead by 36.
Yeah, reading the body language here of the South Winn Warriors, there's a couple players coming back to the coaches after that timeout. Kind of hands out, like I don't know if there's a communication issue, but they certainly had something on their mind.
Yep.
So obviously using your 2nd timeout already so early here in the 3rd quarter, the coaching staff saw something that they definitely did not like.
And again, tip of the hat, right, from a coaching perspective to say, well, I'm going to call a timeout. I understand what the score is. I know where we are right now, but we need to get better, right? We need to use this opportunity. We're not going to waste this quarter.
Yeah.
Something doesn't look right. I'm going to call a timeout and get some coaching in a format that matters on the field. Coaching matters in high school sports, and, man, I love to see it right there. Call that timeout.
I agree.
We'll sit here all night if you need to. Let's get better on both sides of the football. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep, I agree. Lori, thank you for chiming out. She loves all the new advertising for the sponsor. We're just it's a work in progress, Lori. We expect to do more and more and more of that. We got some new software. We're just loving it. So thanks again, sponsors, for sponsoring to give us a chance to create the commercials that hopefully make this broadcast even better to watch.
Michael's in motion. Saints jump. I'm afraid that one I could see. I did. It is a 5-yard penalty on the Saints. And they jump a little early there. Little excited to go get that block that time. We won't name any names, but you probably can see it on your screen. Sorry, Jackson. He's the first guy that'll tell you that can't happen, and he's mad at himself. But we'll get better. He'll learn from. We'll move on. We'll go get a first down here. He's blocked a bunch of men tonight. He's going to do that again right here, and the Saints will get their first down here on 3rd and 6. Middle. Clevenger does just that.
Yes, he
Joe
does.
Clevenger on 3rd and 6 gets 7. First down, Saints.
Clevenger, a bull in a china shop, just knocking these guys over,
He
finding his way.
bowls ahead, right?
He does, man.
By the way, they jumped that time, I thought.
I kind of thought they did,
on
too.
Jackson, too, right? Like, it's Jackson's guy who's jumping. He's like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, and I felt like they did, but in the defense, they can do that, right? They just can't cross
as long
the
as they're
line
not in
scrimmage.
that neutral zone. Yep, exactly. Can't have their helmet across the football. And if you react, if your guy moves because their guy moved, that can also be a defensive penalty. Neither happens there. First down, Saints. On the Clevenger run. Mullenback in motion. Clevenger has it. Bowling up the middle, and that's who he bowls ahead for 12 more. First down, Saints. Joe Clevenger. It's his quarter to shine. He gets the carry there. 5 carries, 19 yards for Clevenger. 1st and 10 Saints at the 21-yard line. And near the red zone. We haven't had a red zone drive. We scored from 60 yards, 55 yards, 35 yards.
You know, it's a great point, Joe.
I don't think we've been in the red zone yet. We're going to be right here. Schweiss out.
Oh.
Picked off. Eric Grieve gets the interception. He's intercepted the football inside the 10-yard line. Good job. Good read there. You can see Grieve read it all the way.
Yep.
We're going to the forgotten man, and that was going to be a touchdown. Grieve prevents the touchdown, gets the interception instead. Just the first interception of the season. Because the last one in the last game was called off due to penalty. But this one's going to count.
Grieve is in perfect position for that one. He sees that ball coming all the way into his hands. First turnover of the night, and that one goes against the Saints.
Let's see if Southwind keeps it on the ground. This is Koboshek. He rolls ahead for a short gain.
Third quarter ticking away with this running clock.
Soon to be under 5 to play in the third quarter. 2nd and 9. These young guys want to see one more touchdown here so they can get themselves some playing time.
Oh, yeah, the clock is jumping around a little bit.
It's a little jumpy.
Yep.
I noticed that myself. Sometimes that's just an internet connection thing.
It can be.
Handoff. Good tackle there on Koboshek. Let's see who's in there.
Schatz.
Seth Schatz,
Yep,
number 9.
The first guy there, number 9, Seth Schatz. Great hit. Seth looked a little slow to get up. He kind of got crumpled underneath a mess of guys on that one, but he appears to be just fine.
Yeah, Koboshek hits back there. Big guy, gain of 2, 3rd and 7. Good defense by the Saints.
Great play by Seth on that because I thought Koboshek had a lot of room.
He had some room to run there if Seth doesn't slow him up. 3 receivers at the top, 1 on our side. Looking to that top side. Todd slings it. Incomplete. Intended for number 15, Brandon Kriener. But that one falls incomplete. Number 5 on the field, he is the punter. Jordan Eink will punt it away. Mullenback and Michaels back to return for the Saints. Eink got off a really nice punt last time. Angles it towards the sideline again. That one's very short. A little too much angle on that one. Going to be hard to tell exactly where to even spot it. You can tell both officials here on the side are kind of looking at each other like, I don't know, put it at the 23-yard line. Yep, there you go.
My guess, it's negotiable. But I think the smart play for Southwind, obviously very, very short punt, but you got to keep it away from those guys. You can't just give them open room to run that thing right back to the end zone. So I like the idea of pushing it out of bounds.
Alert on the field. We have 11 new Saints on Saints offense. Let's get through them here. If we can, 74. Let's go across the line here. I got 21 Hillman at that tight end spot. 74 is Jensen. 62 is Wagner. 54 is Beeland. 53.
Hold on. No, that's all right. That's not me.
Can they hear me? Yep, okay. You can hear me. You just probably lost your screen. This is Kane Dietrich. Kane Dietrich refuses to go down, gets 9 yards on 1st and 10. We'll turn this into a radio broadcast for just a second. We'll be right back with a picture here in as fast as we can change a battery. Kane Dietrich out there, number 32 for your Saints as well. The quarterback is Gavin Squire, number 1. Number 4 is Zaid Shell.
And we're back online.
And we're back so you can see it. Brody Dolph, number 29, is the fullback. Keegan Zacharias, 28, is your other running back. This is Dietrich. Kane Dietrich gets the first down. Give Dietrich a gain of 5 on 2nd and 2, and it'll be first down Saints at the 12-yard line. I missed an offensive lineman. I don't want to miss anybody, so let's go see who we didn't talk about. Talked about Gonzo. 76, that's who I'm missing. 76, everybody knows who number 76
Who's
is.
76, Joe?
Ethan Peterson, everybody's favorite.
Peterson.
Mini Pete, I think we call him. Or is it Big Pete? I can't remember. Squire keeps. Kevin Squire on the keeper there. Gain of 1. 2nd and 1. Or 2nd and 9, excuse me, after a gain of 1. You know what I meant.
We know what you meant, not your average Joe.
36-0, the Saints lead at 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Saints' second-team offense is out there. Short field for them to start this possession after the short punt. Squire working out of the wishbone. Handoff, Dietrich. Dietrich tries the middle. Dietrich into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
A great run by Dietrich. Great blocking by the guys up front. Another Saints touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown carry for young Kane Dietrich.
So Dietrich, one of the fastest guys I know, didn't really even get a chance to turn on the jets there.
No.
Great Saints blocking, great vision by him to find his way between the defenders, and here we go. More points on the board.
Touchdown, Saints. Add 6. That makes it 42-0. Schwiesau on to attempt the extra point. Schatz is your holder. Hall, I believe, is the long snapper. Kick is up, and it is no good. That one's short. So no good on the extra point. It'll remain 42-0 Saints. The second-team offense gets the job done on the short field. They punch it in from 12 yards out with a Kane Dietrich touchdown.
Hey, Joe, let's take a quick moment here to talk about that Give Butter in the top right-hand
let's
side
do
of the
it.
screen. Give Butter is just, it's a fun play on words, right? But it is a piece of software that we use at Saints TV in order to collect donations. So if you're watching this from home and you're like, hey, you know what, the seats cost, what is it, $6 to get in, something like that.
Yep.
And you feel so compelled, and we have many who every single week they give the number of seats that they have that
if
they're
they'd
watching
brought
at
four
home, right?
people and they were $8 a ticket, they're going to give us $32. Right?
Exactly. Yep. So that's happening. A lot of people are generously donating like that. Sometimes they just love having it. Grandma and Grandpa love having this. So thanks, guys. 100%. I think the important thing: 100% of the proceeds from our Give Butter campaigns go right back to St. Ansgar Athletics. And Joe's got another. You got
Speaking
another
of that,
check today. What do
I
we
got one
have
of these
here?
delivered at the JV game with a, hey, would you get that delivered to the head cheese? So I'm doing that right now, sir.
Thank you. It does happen. We get these checks
we
while we're
love
doing
it.
this thing,
Any
so
way
thank
you can make a donation to help support what we do here at Saints TV is greatly appreciated. Every penny of profit generated from this thing goes to my salary. No, excuse me. I'm just kidding. No,
Joe,
no, we're all volunteers. 100% volunteers. 100%. We buy equipment and we support students at St. Ansgar. That's what we do with every penny that's given. We make these broadcasts possible, and we give as much money as we can via scholarships and other program benefits that we can do. Grieve, nice return out near the 40. I think we're going to get yet another face mask on the Saints. Saw his head kind of snap around there. That's usually not a great sign. So, yeah, if you can give butter, scan that code and help us out.
And if you can't, that's all right, right? We're going to keep it free. There are many out there who are keeping this free, so thank you for those who have done that so far. Football season seems to be the season that people just love to give the butter. We've had so many donations. I think this is how many events in a row I was at that somebody just comes up and say, you know what, I'm at the game, but Grandma at home, she can't be there. We so appreciate it. So, again, thank you, everybody, for your generous sponsorship.
Yep.
I'm sometimes a little skeptical to say who has sponsored because sometimes people just want to remain anonymous in that, right? But
you bet. And we can do it either way. If you prefer to be anonymous, we can do that as well.
You got it.
After the penalty, Southwind will have it in St. Ansgar territory at the 45-yard line to start this drive. Kaboshik with the pitch. Gain of 2 for Kyle Kaboshik on that one. The second-team defense sort of out there for the Saints. We've got a few changes at linebacker. Got some younger guys in there. Our defensive line is kind of that second defensive line. Some of that defensive backfield. We got Kane Dietrich out there, Gavin Squires, Zaid Shell, and Johans out there. Looks like our defensive line is primarily that second group that plays quite a bit of RC time out there right now. They do a nice job there. Who came flying in? That's number 28. Keegan Zacharias comes flying in from that linebacker spot to help slow him down, and the defensive line swallows him up.
Keegan's Keegan's a star. He's always played with grit. We seem like we talk about this every week because we get to see Keegan play in the second half. Obviously, we've got a lot of upperclassmen who are getting the starting nod, so we don't really get to see Keegan until the second half or in the JV games that you do. But, man, that kid has so much grit. I don't want him angry with me, right?
No doubt.
He's going to knock me over too.
Third and a long 6 here for the Warriors. Keep it on the ground. Kaboshek. Middle run. Gain of 3. We do get a penalty flag there at the end. Hudson Ostrander was pulled down. I think we might get a hold here on the Warriors. We do not. We get a face mask penalty instead, I believe is what the call is. So the third face mask of the night on the Saints. Gain of 3, but add 15, 5-yard variety face mask. So we just got tangled up is what that means. That's not a 15-yard variety. That's just the 5-yard. Like I accidentally got a piece of it. But it's a first down either way. And we'll head to the fourth quarter. The Saints lead at 42-0 over South Winn as we head into the fourth quarter.
Don't go anywhere. This running clock continues, so it's going to go fast. We'll be back right after this message with the fourth quarter coming at you from Kalmar, Iowa. Saints up 42-0 over South Winn.
Focus Insurance Team, safeguarding our neighbors in northern Iowa and southern Minnesota from risk.
Invest in their future. Choose St. Ansgar State Bank.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Hammer Time.
Back to action here at the start of the fourth quarter. Saints lead 42-0. On the move are the Warriors. Back to pass is Todd, looking deep for Grieve. And he can't come up with it. Zaid Shell there in coverage. That ball hits the turf, incomplete. Grieve slow to get up down there. Him and Shell got tangled up, and Grieve is down. Let's watch the defensive coverage here. Really well-thrown ball from Braden Todd. I know he can throw a baseball 87 miles an hour. Apparently he can throw a football 50 yards too. Nice job getting a paw in there is Zaid Shell. The other, is that Gavin Squire who's there with him? I think Zaid broke it up. Gavin also in there.
Was Zaid the first guy there? It looked like maybe he landed on his leg, perhaps.
Yep.
He's up and he's back in the sideline.
Yeah, he looks like he's going to be all right. They help him to the sideline. He's up and walking it off. Good news there. Kaboshek.
Oh, great hands there by Matty
Clevenger.
Oh, man.
Wow. Matt Clevenger holds him up. Jevin Damon, Logan Wagner, and Brody Dolph bring him down. No gain.
So you're watching this play, and you can see you got a blocker out there. He's got some open field in front of him, potentially.
Yep.
But Matty Clev is saying, not on my watch, mister.
Not
and he's
today.
grabbing that jersey and not letting go.
3rd and 10. 4-down territory here for the Warriors. Would not be surprised at all to see a Kaboshik run here. Maybe try to get him outside, get some of this, and then go for it on 4th down. Instead, they're going to throw it. Looking top of the screen, Kane Dietrich in on coverage, gets his hands up, knocks it away. Good job by Kane Dietrich to knock that one away from Living Good. And it's incomplete. What is this announcer guy? Now, I told you they'd throw it.
Well, that's not what I heard.
It's raining pretty good here now. I don't know if you can see it or not, but the rain's coming down pretty good. Well-thrown ball. Kane Dietrich just in the right spot, right time, gets his hands up, knocks that thing away. So they're reading the eyes there, right? Hammer time. That's what that is. That's when you could tell when that guy, his eyes get big, his hands are going up to catch it. I'm going to stick my hands up and knock that thing away as the ball comes in. Dietrich, textbook defense there for the Saints. He knocks it away, and it's 4th and 10.
And Dietrich's speed keeps him in that play, but you're exactly right. Here comes a good, solid rush by the Saints.
Get him out of the pocket. He completes it. Number 15 has the first down. That's Kriener down near the 10-yard line. So Braden Todd rolls out here. Matt Clevenger And Logan Wagner, I think that is force him out of the pocket. Was he close to across the line of scrimmage there? Back that thing up just a touch for me, would you? Where's he get rid of that football?
We're getting ready for another play here, guys, so you might
He's
want to...
right at the line of scrimmage. Good call by the men in stripes, as always. You can always trust those guys. They almost always get it right.
Game time, hammer time.
Game time. Braden Todd, just a design QB run. Nowhere to run outside, so he tries the middle, finds a little room there. Gain of 5 for Todd. 2nd and goal. They can, correction, 2nd and 5. They can get a first down here at or inside the 1.
Best field position of the night for these Warriors, aided in a large part by some major penalties by the Saints earlier on in this drive, including the face mask on the kickoff return that happened in the third quarter, correct?
Yep, they started with the ball across midfield here. 8:38 to go in the game. Saints lead 42-0. Best drive of the night for South Winn. Handoff.
Oh, man.
Breaks a tackle, does Kaboshik. Breaks another. Tries to shed a tackler, but down he goes. Brody Dolph forces him out of bounds finally.
Hats off to Kaboshik right there on shedding that tackle, but then hats off to a slew of Saints for recognizing the dude is still loose. Let's go get him.
Yep. Zaid Shell in there. Jevin Damon in there. Keegan Zacharias around the football as well. Good pursuit by the Saints defense. Makes it 3rd and 5. Like I said, I've been impressed with this South Winn team. There's no quit in them. They have played hard throughout the night. The Saints jump on them early. We're up 21-0 just 5 minutes into the game. Grieve in motion. Todd going to roll that way. Looks to pass. Now brings it down. He's going to run. Into the end zone goes Braden Todd for the first score of the night. Touchdown Warriors. They get 6 on the board with a 6-yard touchdown scamper.
I'll say this from up here, it looked like that may have been a planned run the whole time, but his eyes
It was
appear
just
to
a
be
fake.
down the
Yeah.
field,
Mhm.
but you can see that there's a path opening up in front of him to get a clear route to the end zone. Saints leading now 42-6 with an extra point kick.
They have not attempted
Maybe.
an extra point kick all year, so they just go for 2. That's their
2.
style here. They're going to do that. Run up the middle by Todd into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. 42-8. The Saints lead. It was 7:38 to go in the 4th.
If you're at home doing the math, 42 minus 8 is 34, which puts this lead to less than 35. And I would expect, per Joel Carlson, we're going to see more of a regular style fourth quarter clock here.
This last 7.5 minutes will take much longer than the 7.5 minutes it was going to take if that 2-point conversion failed. So Braden Todd with the 6-yard touchdown run. He's now 9 of 20 passing for 45 yards, has 8 carries for 21 yards and a touchdown. The Saints have a commanding 42-0 lead here. We saw the second team offense on the last possession put it in the end zone for a touchdown of their own. That's what the Saints need here. Now without the running clock, long touchdown drive to salt this thing away. How's that sound? That's what I got ordered.
I like it. Will they deliver, Joe? Will they deliver?
Let's find out. Hammer Time's nodding his head. He agrees. Thanks for being here, Hammer Time. It helps us so much. All the behind-the-scenes stuff that happens here. He's up here running slow-mo for us, running that replay machine. Joel Carlson out in the ether somewhere, keeping stats for us and doing a phenomenal job. So all these stats I can bring you, boom, they just pop up magically in front of me.
I love it.
The power of the internet is amazing.
And Joel built this great spreadsheet. I'd say back in the day when we first started doing this, Joel was doing it. Oopsie, yep, we're on the wrong side of the field there. Kick coming in here. Hammer Time, thanks for the heads up. Yeah, it used to be Joel Carlson was chiming in from McDonald's somewhere. In that one. Oh, we're bringing it.
This is Mullenback. Returns it across the 25 to the 26 where the Saints will have it 1st and 10.
Not sure if we had that shot completely, but Mullenback appeared to be watching that thing, and maybe it was going to go out of bounds.
I think he was hoping it was going to take a bounce out of bounds. It did not. So the Saints will start with it at the 26 here. Second team offense back out there. Gavin Squire leads this JV offense out there for the Saints. The JV team 2-0 on Monday nights. You tune in here Monday night. We'll have coverage of that JV game this week. They're playing well. That group is. Handoff. Kane Dietrich trying to find the edge. Good pursuit by Todd and Living Good. Gain of 1 for Kane Dietrich. Makes it 2nd and 9.
Joe, do you know where you're playing Monday night?
I do not.
That's all right. I know how that goes, right?
But
We
I
check
can
our schedules and be good to know. The last 2 I think have been at home, so it feels like we're due for an away game.
It does feel like a JV road game may be on its way here. Let's see if we can find a schedule. Junior varsity schedule looks like this. At North Butler on Monday night, 6 p.m. If you can't get there, we'll bring it to you. Live on Saints TV. May have a Kicking Kimba Sue appearance, maybe even.
That's
right.
Really?
That's right.
Oh, that would be so great.
Penalty on the Warriors is going to give the Saints a first down all the way out to the 42-yard line. That's a 15-yarder.
So we talk a lot about the volunteers that help here. We're getting more and more volunteers. We've got some 7th and 8th grade volleyball action going on. So we're teaching people how to use the equipment. This is kind of where the sponsors come in. The sponsors you see, the commercials that you see as the Saints.
Running ahead there up the middle. We'll see if I don't know if that's Dolph, the ball carrier.
I couldn't tell either. I was trying to pick that one out.
Mass of Saints that are in the middle. Squire keeps 2 yards on the keeper.
Yeah, and getting back to it, so with the new volunteers, our goal, we want every Saints, I'll say 7th grade on up, to be broadcast. And so we need the parents out there who are going to be there anyway. We're seeing more and more and more of them. Brooke Haugen, thank you so much for stepping up and saying, hey, I'll be at the 7th and 8th grade volleyball games. I'll deliver what I can on that. So this one is
Dietrich.
32, Dietrich on the carry.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 1. Well, they mark him back just across the 50. So let's give him 6 and call it 3rd and 2. Yeah, and that's for anybody out there that says that's in that same position of, hey, well, I'm going to one of these events and I'm there anyway because I have a kid that's playing or whatever.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be complicated.
Nope.
This can be super easy. You don't have to talk if you don't want
Even
to.
have to talk. Yep. Just put a camera up and just give someone a seat in that gymnasium if you can, right? It's massive.
Yep.
It's huge.
We appreciate everybody stepping up to do that. And if you're interested, let us know. 3rd and 2 here. Handoff, Dolph. Brody Dolph gets the first down. Good hard run. Boy, that kid puts his head down and runs
yes, he
hard.
Does. Forward progress carries him across the line of scrimmage, and first down it is.
Gain of 3. First down Saints.
So thinking that Give Butter ad, they talk about, hey, watching the stream is free, but bringing it to you is not. And this is actually the equipment side of it. That's kind of where the sponsors play a role in this. And the businesses around, we give them some advertising, but of course we use those advertising dollars to get the equipment so that we can add another set of cameras, microphones, internet connections, so that the 7th and 8th grade games can be brought to you. There he is again, number 32.
Kane Dietrich. Gain
Dietrich.
of 5 on first down. So this Saints second team offense is clicking out there as well. They're running the ball very well. They had a touchdown drive, short drive on their last possession. Let's give him 6 there and make it a 2nd and a long 4. '23, Dylan Nunez Rodriguez. Saw him out there. I don't think we've talked about him yet. He's out there for your Saints as well. Zaid Shell is up top here for the Saints. A little slow to get started there. The ball doesn't come out quite on time. So we're going to get an offsides penalty on the Warriors, though. Going to be the call. That's where all that weird movement up front was. Their defensive line was moving, so our guys were a little discombobulated. That's what I saw, but
Yep.
the referee saw, no, that's the defensive guy. So 5-yard penalty and a first down. Saints have it here. 4:36 to go. We're under 35-point differential, so the clock is now standard timing. The Saints are driving here. They started with the ball inside the 25-yard line. Did the Saints, and they're all the way out into South Winn territory near the 35. Out of the wishbone, Squire. Zacharias has it. That ball almost came out. Keegan Zacharias did a nice job of getting both arms around it and just goes down with it. Let's see if you can see it on the replay. I saw that thing moving a little bit.
Stood up by a stifling defense right there, and that kind of leaves him a little bit out of position. He's just trying to maintain control of the football. So I'm with you, Joe. It felt like maybe that ball nearly came out.
So it's 2nd and 10 after no gain for Zacharias.
Looking at the lights, we can see the rain stopped out there. I don't see umbrellas in the stands across the way from us.
Kane Dietrich. Dietrich picks his way forward for 6 yards. Nice carry by Dietrich.
Dietrich's
3rd and
smooth
4
on that carry. Just a really nice handoff. Great strides, great vision.
He's so smooth, yeah, and he finds a way to make that cut and looks fluid doing it. He's going to be fun to watch in multiple sports for years to come here for the Saints. Just a freshman, Kane Dietrich. Big brother Hale plays on that defensive line we talked about. Number 31. Squire under center. Dietrich again, I believe. Short gain. It was 3rd and 4. Gains 3, makes it 4th and 1.
So while these guys huddle up here, let's take a look here below us here. So we're on the home side. This is a really great setup. You're talking about how this is kind of built into a hill here, particularly on the home side. They've got this thing set up kind of like NFL style, right? You just kind of got a stand-up platform there to socialize and grab your snacks. There's a concession behind us. There's a second concession over there on the visitor side. Very smart. Make concessions easy to purchase. People will purchase, right? And now those concession sales are good for whatever fundraiser, that whatever, wherever they're putting the funds, right? It's just make it easy. The ball is out.
Dietrich hit hard right at the first down marker. The ball comes out and South Winn recovers. So South Winn holds on defense there. Big hit for the South Winn defense. Pop that ball out there. And they recover, so they'll have it 1st and 10. Helmet came off, too. That was a big hit. He pops right up. Looks like he's all right.
Second turnover of the game puts South Winn as a +2 in the turnovers column tonight. We talked about what will the Saints be working on as they look at film tomorrow. Obviously, they're -2 in turnovers tonight with a 42-8 score. They're probably not terribly worried about this one getting away from them, but just one more thing for these Saints to work on as the season progresses.
Yep. 2 turnovers tonight, an interception and that fumble there. Pass incomplete, intended for Grieve.
A little behind him.
Minute 48 to go here in the 4th. 2nd and 10. Let's talk a little bit about, let's look ahead here. We'll put this one in the W column for the Saints. They're going to win this one. They'll move to 3-0, 2-0 in district play. Non-district game next week versus Newman Catholic. Here's an interesting fact for you. Coach Clevenger's coach, I believe this is year 26, and he has played Newman Catholic every year. So they keep that streak going, the state does. Grieve breaks a couple tackles out across the 45-yard line.
Yeah, that's a really interesting stat, isn't it? Because that is the one team that we play every year.
And it continues. They're not in our district, but we play them anyway. So Newman and St. Ansgar at St. Ansgar homecoming next week. Be there.
Oh, that should be a great game.
Meanwhile, we'll tick under 90 seconds to go. Kaboshek catches it along the sideline, forced out of bounds by Clevenger and Shell, but a first down, gain of 11 on that reception. So the first team South Winn offense moving the ball, and the second team St. Ansgar defense here. Under 90 seconds to go. These guys getting good playing time here. Are your second teamers for the Saints? Like to see that. They got to try to keep Todd in bounds here. They can't. They do force him out of bounds. Shy of the first down, that's Damon who forces him out of bounds. The gain of 6 on the QB keep. for Todd. 42-8, minute 17. Normal timing here because it is 34. We had to get the calculator out to do that math, but we got it. Back to pass is Todd after the little fake. Brody Dolph in pursuit. Keegan. Was that Keegan, I believe? Zacharias comes flying in as he was back in coverage, comes flying up to make the tackle. First down for Todd on the scramble. Nice tackle by Keegan Zacharias, but it's 1st and 10 for the Warriors, the 30-yard line.
Hurry up offense here for the Warriors. They're looking to score.
Nearly picked off by Matt Clevenger. Matt Clevenger read that all the way. Was intended for Grieve. Matt saw it coming. Makes a great play on the ball. Just off the fingertips. He saw that. Back. He sure did. He sure did. 55.6 seconds to go here. 42-8. The Saints lead it. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Fun fact for homecoming week in St. Ansgar, it's actually only a 4-day week. So the kids, as part of their homecoming celebration this year, they get to take Wednesday off.
Get to take Wednesday off. Oh, nice.
How nice.
Hammer Time probably made that happen. He's not complaining, he says. Back to pass is Todd.
Plenty of time.
Into the end zone. He has a man. Incomplete. I don't know if Shell got a piece of that. Zaid Shell is there. Let's see if on the replay we could tell if he knocks it away or if it just falls innocently incomplete. Had Ink.
Looks like he definitely
he altered the play. Let's say it that way. Yeah. Good coverage by Shell. 3rd and 10, 47 seconds left. Trips right. That's where he's looking. Zach Jensen in pursuit. Todd gets it off. Incomplete. Intended for Kriener. Incomplete. 4th and 10. Good defense there. Good job by the Saints to get some pressure and force him out of the pocket. Don't let him get comfortable back there. The second team defensive line doing a good job of pushing him around out there as well.
Yeah, he was anything but comfortable. South Winn seems eager to get some points as this one comes into its final seconds. All's well that ends well, perhaps, but I'm sure they'd like to get some extra points here before this one is over. 38 seconds to go.
Big chance for the Saints second team defense here to come up with a big stop on 4th and 10.
Oh,
pressure coming.
That's the big stop.
Jevin Damon comes in from the right defensive end spot, makes a huge play, tackles Braden Todd, sacks him, loss of 6, turnover on downs. The Saints will hold, and they're going to win this one 42-8.
Go back to the beginning of that one, will you, Hammer Time? I kind of want to see, how does he get off that line and get such a clear line to the quarterback on that one? He's just going in blitz mode. Blindside blitz mode. Blocker a little too late to get there and take him out, and down he goes.
Down he goes. Very nice. Very nicely done there by the Saints defense. They hold with 30 seconds to go. The Saints will take a knee here, and they're going to win this one 42-8. The Saints come into South Winneshiek and dominate from the first whistle. They win it 42-8. What a performance from your Saints. It started with Corbin Michaels, absolutely unstoppable in that first quarter. Had 7 carries for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns tonight. He adds 2 catches for 47 yards and a touchdown. So over 200 yards of offense for Corbin Michaels and 3 touchdowns. Connor Mullenback, 5 carries, 119 yards. Add 2 touchdowns for Connor Mullenback. Kane Dietrich ends the night with 9 carries and 48 yards and a touchdown. Joe Clevenger, 6 carries, 31 yards. Trey Johans had 2 catches for 24 yards. Connor Mullenback had 1 for 3. On the Southwind side of the ball, Braden Todd was 11 for 26, 72 yards passing. Kyle Kaboshik had 16 attempts for 52 yards. Impressed by that guy. He runs the ball very hard. Braden Todd kept the ball 11 times, 29 yards. Receiving, the Warriors had 4 receivers with catches tonight, led by Kyle Kaboshek with 7 yards. The Saints win it 42-8 here at South Winn. They moved to 3-0 on the season, 2-0 in district play. Non-district game next week at home, homecoming. Be there. Eric, what you got?
Yeah, we got Saints CV coming up here this week. We have tomorrow morning. I'll say tomorrow all day. Let's go with that. There is a tournament. Could be 3, 4, 5 games. I'm not sure how many.
Yeah,
we may not even get them scheduled. It's volleyball.
They might play 100.
They might play a bunch of games.
And they're fun to watch. So.
They're so fun to watch. You've got to watch this volleyball team. As impressive as this football team looks like on the boys' side, those girls look equally impressive. They are really showing so much chemistry. Just every single time I see them, I am blown away by the chemistry and how well they're doing right now. They're playing some really, really tough teams tomorrow. To see some big challenges tomorrow, and I think we're all anxious to go up against some really, really great competition. They're just going to get better. Win or lose, they're going to get better from that. So we may or may not have those streams scheduled, but just make sure that you got your notifications turned on to the Saints TV channel, because you will be notified when they start a new game. Next week, we talked about JV on Monday. I don't have the full schedule in front of me. We know homecoming is on Friday. There will be more volleyball, of course. The Saints ladies only have one more home game.
That's crazy that we're to that point already.
During the regular season. We expect we'll see some postseason play in St. Ansgar. But get to the game. These girls are so much fun to watch. And if you love watching your Saints TV, the nice thing is you can bring it with you. The thing you can't do is bring the live game with you to your living room. You'd have to watch it on the screen. You can do both when you're in the gymnasium. And that gymnasium is so much fun. The dress-up nights have been so well planned, and the kids are just so getting into it. So much fun. So
and you can bring your Saints TV to the stadium. Like you said, to the gym. I talked to a guy today who told me you wouldn't believe how much fun it is. It's like an instant replay in your head, with us calling the game, because it's, 8, 9, 10 seconds delayed, something like that. So just as I see it live, and then pretty quick, before the next play is run, I'm hearing it again in my ear, and now I know who carried the ball, who made the tackle, whatever, or who did the spike, where we were on that. So you can do both. And we appreciate, obviously, the kids appreciate you being in the building or at the field when you can. So if you can get there, be there.
If you can get there, be there. You got it. So lots of more great Saints athletics. The cross-country team also doing really well. I think we have one we'll be doing here soon. We haven't even looked at our schedule yet, Joe, but we'd like to broadcast at least one cross-country meet a season. Usually that one's in Manly. I think that one's coming up. So just pay attention to the YouTube channel. Be here if you can. And we're just so excited to bring these games to you. Great win here tonight for the Saints, 42-8 over the South Winn Warriors. We'll see you tomorrow for volleyball. We'll see you Monday night for JV football. And we'll see you all week. Hammer Time, thank you so much for your help tonight, man. You've been amazing with all the replays. That was all Hammer Time tonight. He's on the computer. He's on the replay machine. The dude is doing it all. Henry Huseman.
Shout out Joel Carlson for making me look smart out here in the booth. All those numbers, all those stats. That's Joel Carlson doing great work from somewhere out in the world. We appreciate you, man. What it adds to this broadcast. I can't say enough good things about it. Thanks for doing what you do, man. It takes a lot of us to make all this happen. We appreciate it.
We'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us. Night-night.